Good afternoon, guys. My name is Alena Shautsova. I'm an immigration attorney from New York. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the most recent immigration news. Title 42, Remain in Mexico policy, and what happened to the new proposed law that was supposed to eliminate per-country quotas in connection with employment visas. Thank you very much for joining. If this is your first time, welcome. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm a practicing immigration lawyer. I practice from New York, but I help people in all 50 states and overseas. You can reach me at 917-885-2261. And of course, you can also use my website to connect with me, www.shautsova.com. So let's start with news about Title 42. You may be aware that Title 42 is one of the most discussed events in immigration news recently. Title 42 refers to law that allows the United States government not to allow asylum seekers at the border into the United States due to the health care concerns. It's been implemented during the Trump administration at the time when COVID just started, but somehow it was carried on beyond COVID emergency and beyond Trump administration. Different courts voiced different opinions about Title 42, and recently what happened was the following. A federal judge stated that the Biden administration must stop using Title 42 as the reason why asylum seekers cannot come to the United States. So the Title 42 was about to expire in 20th days of December, but 5 states did not like that, and they sued the Biden administration, asking the court to extend Title 42. But just a couple days ago, a federal judge stated that it's not going to work, and Title 42 has to stop being used at the border. And now there is a lot of stress at the border, a lot of stress in the society as to what's going to happen next, how the border situation will be handled. We're going to see what's going to happen, but in my opinion, the border is not going to be an open border as many are afraid. I think what's going to happen is that previous practices of using mass detentions will be returned. So if you are someone who is right now seeking to come to the United States, you have to be aware that you may be detained, and you may be detained for a long time if you are an asylum seeker. Just keep this in mind. And if that's your situation, you are better off prepared. I would advise you to connect with an attorney and if possible, start working on your asylum application Form I-589. Your lawyer has to have a signed G-28 on file just in case if you will need that help. Another important thing that happened a couple days ago is that a federal court in Texas stated that Biden administration was not right to terminate Remain in Mexico policy. This is another tool that can be used by CBP not to allow certain asylum seekers into the United States and instead force them to stay in Mexico while their case is being processed in the United States. Advocates around the country strongly disfavor this policy because first, they cite safety concerns. Mexico sometimes is not safe. Not to offend the country of Mexico, it's a wonderful country, but in certain areas closer to the border, the conditions may be not safe for people. And the second problem is that if a person is in a different country while their immigration court is pending, very often they have very limited access to the help of qualified attorneys, and as a result, they can prepare much less for their court hearings. And as such, the percentage of cases that are won during this Remain in Mexico policy being used percentage of cases won by the immigrants is much, much less. And finally, another important update. Those of you who are in the United States working, maybe you are on H-1B or you're hoping to get a green card based on employment, but you're from one of the countries that have a very limited amount of visas available, and hence you have to be in line for a very long time. For example, nationals of India face this problem, are going to be disappointed by what I'm about to say. If you recall, there was a law introduced that was called Equal Access to Green Cards Act, EAGLE Act, that was supposed to get rid of per country quotas in connection with employment visas. But unfortunately, citing the crisis at the border and disagreement between the parties as to how to proceed, the law was cancelled and was pulled out from voting on the floor. We hope, of course, that the lobby for this act is going to remain to be active. And they have a very good lobby. From what I understand, Amazon is one of the supporters for this law. So perhaps something will be implemented, but not at this time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little update. Stay on top of your immigration cases. Follow me. Do not forget to share this video, and I hope to see you soon.